All right, next up, Middle Tennessee and Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State, 21-point home favorite, 63.5 the total here in this game. I mean, right away, the over kind of appeals to me in this game. Jacksonville's offense, obviously, it's cooking right now, and that's an understatement. 5 of their last 6 games have gone over the total here, so 5-1 to the over this season so far. They've scored 44, 63 against Kennesaw. Just shut down Middle Tennessee and held them to 1 offensive touchdown. That same Kennesaw defense gave up 63 to Jacksonville State just a couple of weeks ago. And then, of course, they put a 54 spot on New Mexico State as well. I mean, Tyler Huff's been good throwing the ball. This guy can run. My goodness, last game against Kennesaw, he had 176 yards on the ground. Trey Stewart, the great running back as well. I mean, they've got a quarterback and running back RPO deal. They play fast, as they always do under Rich Rod. This is a very good offensive football team, and they got the run game going. Like I said, they got Huff running it. They've got Huff being able to do enough in the passing game at quarterback, and then they got Trey Stewart as well, really strong running back. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've talked about Jacksonville State overs, full game, Jacksonville State team totals over. You got to believe they're going to have a good chance to go over at least their team total here. Middle Tennessee's been a horrible defense. Well, until they played an awful Kennesaw offense, they've been a horrible defense. I think Kennesaw's offense just made Middle Tennessee's defense look good last week. Now you're facing a real offense again, and we can't forget the fact that Middle Tennessee, take out the Kennesaw game, they give up 45 to Duke, 49 to Western Kentucky, 48 to Louisiana Tech. They've been shredded, especially in some of these road games too, and a lot of those games have gone over the total. So last year, these teams played. It was 45-30 Jacksonville State. They scored 45. The game flew over the total. I would say just keep it simple here. And you can lay the 21 as well. But, Vadiato in the Middle Tennessee offense at times can be decent. I would certainly lean to laying the points, but I prefer just the team total over instead for Jacksonville State, because I think they can get 40s, if not 50s, and probably the full game over 63.5 as well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What's been cashing repeatedly? Jacksonville State team totals over, full game overs with Jacksonville State, 5-1 on the season. So that's where I'm looking here. CMAC, what do you think? MTSU, Jacksonville State.
Yeah, the offense has just finally got humming, and this team's been just one of the better over teams even this year, 5-1. It's kind of, if it's don't broke, and I think so too. Like, why mess around? I mean, you want to lay the 21 on the hook here, or just take their team total. It seems like they could get there. They are off the bye too, right? Here they've had some rest. Jacksonville State.
That's true. Yes, you're correct. Yep.
Man, the running attack's been good, and Middle Tennessee, of course, just the defense has been dreadful. One of the worst
there is one
all year
little
long.
fly in this ointment for Jacksonville State. Their next game after this one is at Liberty. Huge game.
Yeah, big game.
But I think they take care of business here. And Middle Tennessee defensively might be powerless to stop them. I hear you.
Yeah, I just don't know how this defense ranked 130th. They've been horrible against the pass. I guess maybe where you're putting it against the run, but they still give up almost 170. Yeah, I think there's points. I don't mind Jacksonville State's team total too. So
yeah, and MTSU is one of these defenses where it doesn't matter whether you're a pass-heavy team or a run-heavy team. You're going to be able to do what you want. They're bad run defense. Yeah. They're equally bad. They're actually an even worse pass defense, but they're bad both ways.
Vadiato last year had some success, throwing it against this Jacksonville State team. So maybe just the dead over here.
Yep.
Like one thing, like even watching Kennesaw get 24.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. Watching Kennesaw even get 24, I know they gave up 63, but I don't know how great this defense is. I think it's maybe gotten a little bit better, but yeah, I think you could just go full game over here.
Yeah, but how much can you make of Southern Miss, Kennesaw, and New Mexico, the last 3 opponents on offense for Jacksonville State's defense? That's the thing, and that does concern me. But now, I don't know if Middle Tennessee's all that much better, but Middle Tennessee, their last road game at Louisiana Tech, they did score 21, and if they score 21, this game's going to go over the total. For sure. Because Jacksonville State's, I think so. Get well into the 40s here in this one. All right.